Hey guys, welcome back to Navigating Endo with Ashley. On today's episode, I'm going to navigate with you on how to advocate for yourself in 3 easy steps. And before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. First is educating yourself. We all know knowledge is power, and knowledge is also confidence. The more confidence you have, it'll naturally become easier for you to advocate for yourself. A starter point that you might want to think about is, just researching what your symptoms are. Put your symptoms in a search engine and see what comes up. Don't be confused though. Dr. Google is not going to solve your problems, but it might be a good educational tool and a place to start. The next part about educating yourself is doing the research. So do as much research as possible. Ask questions. Reach out to people on social media to see, am I having similar experiences to these people, and vice versa. The final part about educating yourself would be teaching or training yourself how to prepare for an appointment. That might sound a little ridiculous, but a little bit of homework for you. The next time you go to your doctor's appointment, listen to the types of questions that your doctor is asking, so that the next time you go with all the answers so that they don't just push you aside again. Tracking and journaling. The types of things that I keep track of are pain levels, frequency of flare-ups, date, time, duration of flares, symptoms, and medications that I take during my flare-ups. The reason why I track my medications and the amount of medication I'm taking is to give my doctor a true idea of just how severe my pain is, because X amount of medication is the way that I'm able to function. My third and final suggestion is to act on your advocacy. And what I mean by that is engage yourself actively in reaching out to maybe social networks, finding out about free clinics that might be available for you, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because this is the only way that you can get the ball rolling for yourself. So when I say free clinics, you might be able to reach out to your local hospital and find out if they have a women's clinic that's available to you. Another way you can do that is to reach out to support groups. I had no idea that, as someone who used to be a suspected endometriosis sufferer, that this was a resource that would have been available to me. I thought that I just wouldn't qualify because I needed to have a diagnosis before attending a support group, and that is just not accurate at all. If you're here in Canada, definitely check out the Endometriosis Network Canada. Another great way to socially network with people is in-person or virtual events specific to your chronic illness. So I have been attending endo events here in Toronto, and it's been a life-changing experience for me to finally get to see people face-to-face who I'd been communicating with on social media. Has made a really positive impact on my life and gave me new connections so that I can talk to people about what I'm experiencing and just building from there. The reason I felt compelled to make this video for this community is because even after receiving a diagnosis or diagnoses, it's important that you need to continue to educate yourself, continue to track and journal your symptoms, because after getting a diagnosis, it doesn't stop there. This disease continues on and on and on until we find a cure. And lastly, don't forget to put yourself first and advocate for yourself. You are the only person that can do this for you, and you deserve to advocate for yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I love this community. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. I always respond as soon as possible, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.